Hi, it's Toby from Heavyweight MMA. Today with CKB pro fighter Navajo Stirling on the verge of an MMA fight that's coming up soon, bro. How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. I've also got like another fight, big fight as well. So yeah, got busy couple of weeks ahead of me. So yeah, it's doing good.
Cool, bro. So on the 23rd of September on Shuriken Fight Series, you're fighting James Crawwell, man, in an MMA match,
Yep.
3x5, I believe. What other fight you got coming up?
So I'm fighting like in 2 days. So fighting on Friday for World Heavyweight Title, K1 title, WKBF against opponent from Australia, Jesse Astor. So
Okay, talk about
uh,
that one first, bro. Like, how'd that one
yeah,
come about? I didn't see that one advertised, bro. I've only got the Shuriken one
Yeah, yeah,
on my
yeah.
horizon.
So yeah, I'm fighting in 2 days for like a very big title. It's gonna be like the pinnacle of my like kickboxing career as well. Yeah, we took two fights back to back. We know we can do it. My team believe in me. I know I can do it. Um, not many fighters can, but my style and the way it transitions over, yeah, I believe I can do it. And it's not like I don't take anything away from any of these fighters or whatnot. I just trust in my skills and the style that I fight. Um, the kickboxing one, yeah, is a big one for me. I've always wanted to be able to get my hands on a world title and have it like on my kind of background. When people can say my name, they can be like, he was a world champion K1 fighter. So that's
Uh,
always big.
That's awesome, man. And you mentioned before in the interview that your style isn't such that that you just hold your gloves up and move forward and get smashed. So,
Yeah.
is that what you mean, that your style leads you to not getting too much damage?
Yeah, for sure. Like, cause I'm built like a little bit different to most heavyweights. I'm a lot fitter, a lot faster, and the way I throw my shots and my range, um, I don't really need to use that. And coming over to the transition over to MMA, it helps a lot because you're not blocking. You can't really block with your gloves up. I have that style in my back pocket when I need it though, but I've got so much in my bag that I still haven't even shown everyone like all my skills and that. So I'm kind of glad I can keep fighting kickboxing because I have so much more to give to the sport as well. It's just I think it's like the urgency and getting to the top levels for MMA is there. So I'm kind of like trying to slowly phasing out, but I always fight kickboxing. I love it. I love striking. People like watching striking. Like watching knockouts, and K1's like the best one to really watch.
Yeah, bro,
But yeah,
100%. 100%. There's such a history of K1 in New Zealand, Australia too. Like people working, training, trying to get over to Japan to compete in the Grand Prix. I just talked to Jason Suddy recently as one of those guys, kicking on, trying his best to get over there. But that was a big thing in the generation before yours, bro. We all watched K1.
yeah, no, well that's it. Like I didn't come from like a martial arts family or didn't know much about the sport, but I'm still learning about who was before me. So I only want to be a household name as well. And I think I've done the King of the Ring thing, and that so being able to get these world titles around my belt as well is going to add to that household name. And being young as well is always good too. That helps big time.
Sick way to finish or to kind of slow down the stand-up side, and then before you move into MMA too would be with a
Yeah,
title around your waist, bro. As you move into the next couple of weeks and you're fighting in MMA, it'll be a good way to kind of transition. Nice way to
yeah,
finish up a little bit.
yeah, for sure. And I've been grappling for a while as well. So um and grappling at the moment with like really high level MMA fighters. So I'll be able to put it all on display come September 23rd. I don't want to be known as the kickboxer that strikes in MMA. I want to be known as the MMA fighter, so
True, bro. And
uh
talking about what you're known as, bro, I still wanted to know. I was listening to the old interview and you mentioned that you didn't have a fight name yet. Do you have any fight name yet, bro?
not really. I know when I go to shows and stuff like that, people just started to call me the king, so that if that ends up running, if that's what the crowd call me, the king,
That's
I'm
good, bro.
just
Hey, I
known as
got an
that.
idea though. I was just thinking about it before you came on. I'm thinking, you know, you're going to be moving on to international stage soon, bro. You've been kind of local mostly, but moving on to international stage. Why don't you rep the Maori heritage, bro? Choose a te reo name, bro. Like, why don't you think of the king in te reo, bro, or warrior in te reo or
I'm
something?
thinking about it. I'm
Up
just
there.
like, I want something that kind of capture my eye.
Yeah.
I want the crowd to name me. And yeah, I think because they are calling me the king, you know, I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll go with that, but maybe it's a bit too common. I don't know, but
switch it over to te reo king in Maori, bro. Because then it's good that you can rep, bro, because, you get out there, people will be asking, what does that mean? And then it'll, increase the knowledge. Some of the kids back home can see one of their own up there in the world stage,
for
bro.
sure.
Just like
I mean,
Shane Young and these guys did. It's just the way of doing it, Yeah.
People are still figuring out my, Navajo and stuff like that, and they think I'm Native American. I'm like, man, the amount of conversations
Russian,
after.
you're Russian,
Bro,
you're
some
Native
people thought
American,
I'm
you're Maori.
Russian. They're like, bro, you're Maori. I'm like, yeah. So it's a pretty hard case.
Yeah, you just mentioned something that I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, were you going to try to just stick with what you know and what you've done before, or will you be trying to showcase, your work on the grappling? And you kind of answered that for me, that you won't be just focusing on being a one-sided fighter. You want to show that you've done the work, right? That you should be there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like when I was kind of coming up, the guy that I always like enjoyed watching, the guys that I always enjoyed watching were the all-round fighters, the guys like GSP, John Jones, uh, who was it? Like, those kind of guys, not just like the strikers, but the all-around dudes. And I always thought, like, light heavyweight, I'm tall and lean, I'm built similar to, John Bones Jones, and I like the way he fought when he was young. I wouldn't say I'm like very impressed by like how he is outside of the ring, but inside of the ring, I always like enjoyed his style and just the decisions he'd make, and just anywhere you wanted to go, on the ground, he'd take guys down, just manhandle them. He'd, he'd go for the submission. He was just having fun in there as well as like staying long, and his striking was really clean. And it's a lot easier against the bigger boys because it's quite like a athletic division. Like it's not really full of the most artistic strikers or competitive fighters. So it's full of like athletic just meatheads. So being able to stand out from that bunch, it does help a lot. And my cornerman as well at City Kickboxing, that we go on like the smarter side as well. So I think they're like kind of values, I guess, or coaching techniques match up to the way I like to fight and stuff as well. So every fight is different, but I feel like I'm like a really good fit there. And
I was trying to think for your for the CKB crew, I've heard Eugene mention that you guys, or with Israel, he was talking about, and he said that we'd stick to what his strengths are more than anything when he was referring to fighting Pereira. And I wondered, like, does it swing towards that, like boosting your strengths or taking apart your opponent's weaknesses, or just a balance of the two?
Yeah, I think it's just like for me at the moment, it's like my youth and my potential. So we're trying to push my potential. We're not trying to just act on what I'm good at now, because I've got so much more to grow, more room to grow, nowhere near my potential, and being young, I have the years to do so. Yeah, I believe like I could be, the way my body is, how fit I am and how strong I am at my weight, and the kind of reads I make in the ring, I could be a lot better than just your really good striker or really good grappler. I believe I can put it all together, and my potential to be one of the best fighters ever is up there, and that's what I'm striving for. To be the best I can be, and I genuinely think I could be one of the best fighters ever. And that's just, I don't know, call me cocky or whatever. I don't really care. That's just something I always say to myself. I know I got the build, I got the look for it, because you can't just be, really, really good and not have the charisma or like the ability to take that pressure as well. Because when you take that pressure, that superstar pressure, you're gonna have to go a different route than most fighters. But I don't want to be like any other fighter. I want to be something crazy, you know. So that's why I do all these interviews and I dye my hair and do all I can. I want, you know, I want it all, the good, the bad, the ugly. If people think I'm a clown or people think I'm inspiring, then that's good. You know, anything's good for me. So just start my way and yeah, that's all I reckon.
That's good, man. And you're with the right company there, man. You mentioned before that, you know, the guys you're training with, sometimes it's hard to get your level, but if you're doing well with those guys, and I heard your name come out of Tyson Pedro's mouth recently, so you must have done some training with them, right? So these guys are saying good things about you. You're keeping up with these, you know, guys are at the top echelon of the sport, then I think your confidence is warranted, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. And you know, I'm like young as I'm still 24. Um, you know, I'm nowhere near my prime, and the amount I've learned in just a year is crazy, you know, and I know it makes like when I train with these guys and I'm hitting them and I'm getting low on them and you know going through, you know, I might not be there yet, they're still edging me, but it makes me realize, you know, this is all attainable. This is no longer a dream. This is like inevitable. It's gonna happen. Just keep doing what you're doing and have fun along the way. That's all it is, man. I'm just having fun the whole time I'm there. And it's just like everything's just like falling in line and I'm just like manifesting this huge thing. It feels like it's just going to happen, you know, and
Oh,
I'll
man.
be there and everyone could just be like, you know, we told you so. So
That's
that's it.
perfect, man. No, that's why I'm talking to you, bro. You look like good things on the horizon for you. Can't wait to see you in
Yeah.
action, especially with the MMA. It'd be great to see you win the K1 title, but I want to see you, particularly MMA, just to see how it goes, man. And
Yeah, for sure.
you'll be fighting on that on the 23rd of September alongside the Battle Giraffe as well, Cam Rouston. Have
Yeah.
you guys been working together at all?
Yeah. Cam, he's like one of my favorite sparring partners. I mean, that guy's he's got like a very he's very technical in the grappling, and I'm more of an instinctive like grappler. Like whatever I've been training and pulling off, like that's what I have in my arsenal. But he's always got like a way out, or you know, he's always got tricks up his sleeve, and I'm always going, "Fah," you know, like he
And it
got me
must be
there
good.
again.
It
Yeah,
must
like
be
you
good
know, but
to must be good to smash an Aussie every now and again too, right?
yeah, no, it is good. But yeah, we go hard with each other. I love sparring Cam. He's a great teammate to have. He's always there and he's always helping out everyone. So yeah, he's like one of the best teammates to have there, and I appreciate that guy a lot. Everything he's taught me as well, and just yeah, we like probably gonna shave each other's years off each other's lives. So it's good.
Shared the blood and sweat, bro. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So what can we expect, bro? What's your prediction for first your K1 match and then your MMA match coming up?
Um, so I would just want to get all my shots going. That's all I can say, as I'm not really looking for knockouts or finishes. All I want to do for this kickboxing fight is just put on a real good show. I've got so much skills. Um, Depending on how they come out and whatnot, I just like to put it all on display. Hit hard, you know, I can turn up the urgency if I need to, you know, if he's better than I thought, or if he's not that good, or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, so long as I can work on the things I've been working on, and fight for the win. That's all that matters to me. And then the MMA fight is just the same. It's just getting everything going. You know, don't look to just flatline the guy in the first 10 seconds. You know, I don't really get anything out of it. You know, so if I can get into all positions in that ring and you know, even if a little bit of adversity comes, it's good. It's all good. It's all gonna help you get better no matter what happens. So you know, that kind of stuff puts me at ease, and that's why I don't feel a lot of pressure. I know I can fight hard, and I know I got heart. So if I have to bring it out, then that's all. Then I can do that, you know. So, but I don't think it'll go there. I know I'm way ahead. I believe in myself a lot. So yeah, it's just all I can say is just man, sit back and enjoy. You know.
Awesome, bro. Sounds like a plan. And look forward to these fights and then look forward to watching you on your path to the top, bro. So thanks again for your time
Yeah,
and
man. Nah, anytime, man. It's
best
all
of luck,
good.
bro.
Thanks, Toby.